Hi everyone. So for this week's essay and this week's video, the question we're all going to be asked to consider is this one, so be thinking about it. Where in your life are you being invited not just to repair, but to go beyond that and to heal and to nurture? That's our question. So a couple of months ago I was traipsing. Yes, the word is traipsing. My editing partners keep wanting me to use words like walking, but I think the more colorful language, or at least the more interesting, irreverent language, fits me better. I was traipsing down a path in Portland, Oregon, and a sneaky root just jumped up right in front of me, caused me to trip and fall forward. And I didn't actually face plant, but I had a collision with my body in the earth. And I've had a million of those before. But the interesting thing is, it didn't seem like anything at all at the time. But a month later, I was in the ER, emergency room, and it was hurting me that day to breathe. And over the last month after the fall, I felt some constriction in my chest, and it made me cough to want to breathe in, but it wasn't sharp pain. So I just kept thinking that it was maybe a bruise or something like that. But anyway, there I was in the hospital, and they took tests, and it turned out that I had blood clots all across my upper chest. And those are called, I didn't know this until then, pulmonary embolisms. And so it made me a little nervous. I thought, what's going on here? Just a week before, I was in the emergency room. I was up hiking with my buddy Vince. We hike every Friday. And we were walking up Aldapi Peak, a summit of 1,600 and an elevation gain of 1,680 feet. 5 miles up elevation and 5 miles down. And it's always hard. But this time, I was last half a mile, that I couldn't go more than a few feet without breathing, and it hurt to breathe back, and just more and more. And I had never had that kind of difficulty before. So no wonder this whole this whole feeling of physical excruciation was a surprise, because where did it come from? I didn't know. But as the modern miracle workers do, just a day later, I left the hospital that day, but just a day later I was walking a short distance, and then a little bit longer, and so it's been a month since then. And just yesterday I was able to walk 680, for the first time, 680 feet of elevation up and down, and it was a nice little test of lungs and legs, and it was beautiful to be outside. The the arrowroot leaf balsam root were out. Beautiful plants in their yellow glory. It was an overcast day, and it was just wonderful to be alive. So the whole idea of healing and repair is a way that Tikkun Olam, which is a Jewish concept, Tikkun Olam, calls us to be repairers of the world. So my body needed repairing. The medical folks were there to help repair it. Now last week, when I was talking about repairing the world, I said the first step is stop destroying it. Just stop destroying it. You'll have a lot less to repair if you'll stop destroying it. And I talked about that for a bit. But what's broken now is not just the earth, not just the rubble from bombing, or, the devastation, the climate change, all those things that are going on right now. It's not just that. It's also how we relate beyond the physical earth, but to ourselves, to our relationships with others, and to the spiritual. Now, who could argue that our systems of justice, our values of mercy, compassion, kindness, care for others, or even our own relationship with our own highest values, the things we think are important, the things that we value. And then again, to the mystery, beyond that, to the mystery beyond us, are fully healthy. In the midst of the craziness of our times, there are still pillars of human flourishing. And those are our relationship to the divine, to the mystery, to that which is beyond us, our relationship to the earth, this physical creation, this beautiful hike that I was on yesterday, Siemens Gulch Trail here in Boise, Idaho, our relationship with others. Are we kind? Are we good Samaritans? Are we helping our neighbor as ourselves? And our relationship with ourselves. Do we hate ourselves? Can we not stand being with ourselves? Are we living lives of flourishing where we feel like we're moving forward in healthy ways? As far as our own take on life, our own intersection with living itself every day. And so that question, which I asked before, is what are we doing daily to deepen and nurture those relationships? And sometimes the task is repair. Sometimes it goes beyond that to healing, like the doctors were doing with me. Sometimes to sustain, to keep things going, to be healthy, to be fit, to keep ecological health, to maintain that for our world. But always to deepen those relationships. You know, those people who are farmers or master gardeners or people that, you know, that love their lawns and their gardens and their farms and the nature here in Idaho. It's beautiful everywhere. To sustain and deepen that relationship with nature are so important. And then those relationships with others, which I think Emily Dickinson, and I read her collection of poems every day. I try to read 2 or 3 poems every day. I'm trying to get through this book right here, so I read them all. But this one, I love this one. I think it speaks to our topic today. She says, if I can stop one heart from breaking, this is a familiar one to those of you who know Emily Dickinson, that's for sure, but it's one of my favorites. If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I can ease one life, the aching, or cool one pain, just one, or help one fainting robin unto his nest again, I shall not live in vain. I shall not live in vain. And again, this is me, these last 2. I shall not live in vain. Others, one heart, nature, robins, taking care of the natural world. I shall not live in vain. And so that's our topic for this week, the topic of repairing the world, tikkun olam, going beyond the mechanical fixing of things, which is important, critical. I want my bike to be fixed for sure. I want my furnace to work, but going beyond that to nurturing, sustaining, healing, building relationship. That's our topic for this week.